Well, Angel Reese had her a double-double last night. That's right. Oh, once again, this proves that Angel Reese's double-doubles does not equate to victories. Never has.
What happens when you put up decent stats, but your team still gets blown out by an injury-riddled opponent? Just ask Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, who somehow managed to make a 13.12 rebound performance look utterly meaningless in their latest disaster against the Los Angeles Sparks, who absolutely demolished them in yet another blowout loss.
Ain't even funny no more. I know everybody think I'm about to clown and I'm about to roast. This ain't even funny no more. The Chicago Sky just lost to the Los Angeles Sparks by a score of 91-78. And let's be serious here. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that are playing without 2 starters.
You know what really gets me? Angel Reese posted another double-double against the Sparks with 13 points and 12 rebounds. And somehow her fans act like that matters when her team got absolutely demolished 91-78. These numbers look decent on paper until you realize she shot just 5 of 11 from the field and missed layup after layup in the most frustrating display of basketball you'll see all season. This team is not good.
In fact, one could say it, generally speaking, always leads to losses. And she got, for lack of a better way of putting it, cooked, rotisseried, grilled, baked, fried. I mean, however you want to go. Sauteed by Kelsey Plum last night against the LA Sparks.
You know what really gets me? Angel Reese posted another double-double against the Sparks with 13 points and 12 rebounds. And somehow her fans act like that matters when her team got absolutely demolished 91-78. These numbers look decent on paper until you realize she shot just 5 of 11 from the field and missed layup after layup in the most frustrating display of basketball you'll see all season. This team is not good.
This team is not good. It's 0-3. It's ugly. And I don't know that it's going to improve. All right? I don't. So let's jump over here before we get to the highlight that's getting Angel Reese absolutely destroyed right now online, on social media.
Let's be real about what actually happened in this game. Reese had multiple opportunities right under the basket and couldn't convert them. When the Sky desperately needed points, she was shooting 45% from the field, which sounds average until you factor in that most of her attempts were within 5 feet of the rim. 3 of her made baskets came from offensive rebounds, meaning she was literally cleaning up her own messes and calling it production. In short, she was collecting her own rebounds, y'all.
Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that's playing without 2 starters. The Chicago Sky, listen, man. Y'all the worst team in the league, bro. Like, let's just stop playing games. This ain't even no, oh, let's be funny. I'm not even joking. I'm not smiling. I don't have a single joke for you. The Chicago Sky is trash. You guys are trash.
This is where it gets really embarrassing for the so-called Bayou Barbie. Those 12 rebounds, everyone wants to celebrate. A good chunk of them came from her own missed shots bouncing back to her. When you're padding your rebounding stats with your own bricks, that double-double starts looking pretty hollow. Fans on social media absolutely roasted her for this performance, with one writing, "Cook that fraud," and another desperately pleading, "Angel, have some shame, sister." Ridiculous, lads. Here's the thing that makes this even worse. Her teammates were getting frustrated watching easy shots clank off the rim while they fought to stay in the game. During one particularly painful sequence, you could see her teammates calling for the ball, saying, "Hey, right here, I'm here." While Reese continued to force up difficult shots instead of making the simple play. This wasn't just one bad shooting night. Either Reese went 0 for 8 from the field in a previous game against New York, and she's made only 1 3-pointer in 4 games. This season, the pattern is becoming crystal clear that her offensive game has serious limitations, yet she keeps getting praised for putting up numbers that don't translate to wins.
That strategy didn't work. All right, they lost. They got blown the hell out in this game. Angel Reese, 31 minutes, 5 of 11, 45% from the field, and that's an improvement. That is an improvement. God. 12 rebounds, 13 points, 6 offensive boards, and a partridge in a pear tree. I mean, honestly, what is going on?
What is going on? What really stings is how one source described this as a worthless double-double, because it came in another blowout loss when fans are calling your team trash and saying the Chicago Sky should just stop playing games altogether. You know, the individual stats aren't fooling anyone. Some analysts are even questioning whether she's skilled enough to be running around pretending she's Caitlin Clark's rival. These empty statistical achievements are becoming participation trophies that highlight just how broken this Chicago team really is.
So, here's the play that's got everybody talking because Kelsey Plum clowned Angel Reese after this. Obviously, Kelsey Plum's not as tall as Angel Reese is, and she cooked Angel Reese's ass in hot grease. Let's go.
Pie by Stevens.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
Pie by Stevens.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
And then hits her with the too small.
This is where Kelsey Plum decided to turn Angel Reese into a social media meme with the most disrespectful gesture of the WNBA season after blowing by the 6. 4 and Reese for an easy layup. The 5'8" Plum extended her arm below her hip with her palm flat in the classic too small taunt the audacity of a guard who's 8 and shorter telling a forward she's too small had fans absolutely losing their minds.
Yeah, too small. Kelsey Plum is a badass. Let's just keep it real. She is a badass. How about a different angle on this?
Feet. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand. Feet. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand.
Too small. Yikes. It's look at this. Hey Plum Dog, how many wins does the Sky got? Down here.
The moment Plum hit that shot over Reed became legendary when the WNBA itself posted about the taunt on their social media accounts. Even the league was entertained by watching this veteran guard embarrass the overhyped sophomore. The Sparks official account amplified the moment by using a photo of Plum making the gesture in their postgame message, making it clear they were proud of their guard's boldness. Those 6 3-pointers weren't just lucky shots. Either they systematically destroyed Chicago's defensive rotations and showed how unprepared the Sky were for basic pick and roll coverage every time. Chicago tried to help on defense. Plum found the open spot and made them pay. The crowd at Los Angeles went absolutely wild watching their veteran guard pick apart the supposedly talented Chicago team.
Right here, Kelsey Plum destroyed them. 6 of 10 from 3-point range, 28 points, 8 assists, 2 boards for the LA Sparks. That didn't look terrible, to be honest, last night, from what I could see. I thought they looked pretty good. I mean, Rickea Jackson didn't play in this game, and Cameron Brent is still hurt. It's going to be an interesting team when they get completely healthy.
The moment Plum
it's going to be an interesting
shot over Reed became legendary when the WNBA itself posted about the taunt on their social media accounts. Even the league was entertained by watching this veteran guard embarrass the overhyped sophomore. The Sparks official account amplified the moment by using a photo of Plum making the gesture in their postgame message, making it clear they were proud of their guard's boldness. Those 6 3-pointers weren't just lucky shots. Either they systematically destroyed Chicago's defensive rotations and showed how unprepared the Sky were for basic pick and roll coverage every time. Chicago tried to help on defense. Plum found the open spot and made them pay. The crowd at Los Angeles went absolutely wild watching their veteran guard pick apart the supposedly talented Chicago team.
What is going on in Chicago, bro? I know everybody, we enjoy, when Angel Reese get the missing the layups, we clown, we get our jokes off, but let's be serious here. She's the best player on that garbage team, and she's not good enough to be your best player on a decent team. She's not good enough to be the best player on a decent team. She's not good enough. I'm sorry, it just is what it is.
What made this performance even more impressive was that Plum took an elbow to the nose during the game, but kept playing through it. She scored points after the injury and delivered a post-game speech that showed real leadership. This is what championship experience looks like when the pressure is on. The contrast between Plum's efficient 50% shooting and Reese's struggles couldn't have been more obvious. While Ree was missing layups and padding her stats with rebounds off her own misses, Plum was making smart plays and hitting clutch shots. One player was putting up empty numbers, the other was actually winning basketball games.
I have to say, like, she doesn't play defense anymore. Angel Reese doesn't play defense. And, like, I know, obviously, Azare did quite a bit of damage no matter who she was on. But, like, Azare Stevens, Kelsey Plum, in fairness, she just went nuclear. She was kind of quiet in the fourth quarter, but she went nuclear in this game. Like, was being left wide open.
Plum entered this game averaging 24 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals per game after dropping 37 points in the season opener against Golden State. Her trade to Los Angeles has transformed this team's offensive identity. Fans on social media were calling this a humbling of Ree, while questioning whether she's actually overrated. This performance proved that Kelsey Plum deserves way more recognition than she gets, especially when she's out here making players look completely lost. Guess what? Chicago's last win was way back on September 8, 2024 against the Dallas Wings. That means they've been winless for 8 straight games spanning across 2 seasons. We're talking about a franchise that has turned losing into an art form at this point. Effort. Let's be real about how embarrassing this loss to the Sparks really was. Los Angeles came into this game missing Cameron Brink, their key sophomore, who tore her ACL mid last year. This was supposed to be one of the weaker teams in the league this season, dealing with major injury problems, yet they still managed to blow out Chicago by 13 points without breaking a sweat. When you're losing to teams that are literally missing their best players, you know you've hit rock.
Come on, let's stop playing games. I don't know, this Coach Marsh, Tyler Marsh guy, this Marshmallow dude, I don't know where y'all got him from. Y'all got him from Vegas somewhere. His system looks trash. Y'all starting Kia Nurse. Bro, the Chicago Sky gave up the number 3 pick for Ariel Atkins. Bro, I don't even think she scored double figures yet in one game. She's taking like 4 shots per game. Y'all gave up the number 3 pick. Y'all gave up Sonia Citron for Ariel Atkins, and she's shooting like 4 shots a game. Bro, what is going on in Chicago, bro?
Sky 0 for 3 start puts them in some truly pathetic company. Among the worst season openers in WNBA history, most teams use the first few games to work out their problems. Chicago is using them to showcase exactly how broken they really are. You've got to go back decades to find teams that started this badly and still managed to salvage anything meaningful from their season. This is where it gets even worse for Sky fans. Their upcoming schedule looks absolutely brutal, with analysts already predicting they might not see their first win until late June. They're facing team after team that should handle them easily based on what we've seen so far. Some people are wondering if they'll even reach 5 wins total this season. The coaching decisions during this Sparks game made 0 sense. Either the team looked completely unprepared for basic offensive sets, players were running into each other, missing rotations, and generally playing like they'd never practiced together. When your own fans are calling the team trash on social media, you know the coaching staff has lost control.
Kelsey Plum saying too small to Angel Reese. I love that fire. It's me bound time. Oh, God.
Other teams around the league are openly calling Chicago the meme team. Now players are laughing at their struggles during warm-ups. That's the level of respect they've earned after these performances. When opponents stop taking you seriously, basketball becomes impossible. You can see this losing streak destroying the team's chemistry. 2 players look defeated before games. Even tip-off body language is terrible. Nobody wants to take responsibility for the mess they've created. Angel Ree keeps putting up her empty stats while the team continues falling apart around her.
Imagine if Caitlin Clark did this. The outrage would be unreal. Oh, my God. People, I mean, that'd be the cats and dogs. I mean, people jumping out of, it looked like the fireworks scene behind Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun. Nothing to see here. Please move along. Reese really did try to swat the ball. I'm starting to believe Reese is being victimized by the entire WNBA.
Chicago has officially become the league's punching bag. Every team on their schedule is circling those dates as guaranteed wins. That's not competitive basketball, while Chicago is getting embarrassed by injury-riddled teams Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever nearly pulled off the upset of the season against the defending champion New York Liberty. Clark put up 18 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds in a game that came down to the final seconds, losing by just 2 points to the best team in the league. This is what actual competition looks like when you're facing elite opponents.
Imagine if Caitlin Clark did this, the outrage would be unreal. Oh my God. People, that'd be the cats and dogs. People jumping out of, it looked like the fireworks scene behind Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun. Nothing to see here. Please move along. Reese really did try to swat the ball. I'm starting to believe Reese is being victimized by the entire WNBA.
The Fever fought tooth and nail for 40 minutes against a Liberty squad that steamrolled everyone last season. Clark's 10 assists showed her ability to make teammates better under championship-level pressure. Sure, she struggled during that game, but she kept attacking and creating opportunities when the game mattered most. That's what separates real competitors from stat-padding players who fold when things get tough. Coach Stephanie White showed exactly what real leadership looks like after the game, calling the officiating egregious and expressing disbelief at the disrespect shown toward her team. White pointed out a ridiculous 31 free throw discrepancy over their recent games, saying the lack of calls was unbelievable considering how much the Fever were attacking the rim. This is a coach who actually fights for her players instead of making.
Come on, let's stop playing games. I don't know, this Coach Marsh, Tyler Marsh guy, this Marshmallow dude, I don't know where y'all got him from. Y'all got him from Vegas somewhere. His system looks trash. Y'all starting Kia Nurse. Bro, the Chicago Sky gave up the number 3 pick for Ariel Atkins. Bro, I don't even think she scored double figures yet in one game. She's taking like 4 shots per game. Y'all gave up the number 3 pick. Y'all gave up Sonia Citron for Ariel Atkins, and she's shooting like 4 shots a game. Bro, what is going on in Chicago, bro?
The controversy came in the final 2.9 seconds when Clark attempted a potential game-tying shot but got disrupted by Natasha Cloud with no foul called. Even Liberty fans admitted the refs missed an obvious call on what should have been free throws to tie the game. The fact that Indiana had a legitimate chance to beat the defending champions while Chicago can't compete with injured teams tells you everything about these two franchises.